Here's what's coming up next on the Holomovement Purpose Lab.
Hi, my name is Senka Caro. I'm founder of LightNet and the Purpose Lab. And my passion and purpose is removing the word impossible from our minds. I'm here today with Julia Rotella. She is a professional Vedic astrologer. And I did a session with her, and I have to tell you, my jaw was on the floor the whole time. She was incredibly precise, and the perception of my life through the stars was absolutely mind blowing to me. And she has a website called Knowledge in You. And I think she really embodies that idea that, hey, wait a minute, we have everything we need to know about ourselves and our purpose buried within us. And my favorite part of this interview was where she talked about going through a very, very difficult time in her life. And she said, well, yeah, difficult times in your life are actually where you have the breakthroughs. And she was exhausted. She was working 11 hours a day. She was on the subway and she ran into someone who read tarot. And she said she didn't, you know, subscribe to those kinds of things, wouldn't ever, listen to that. But she sat down with this woman because she was feeling kind of desperate, and this woman started telling her all about her past and her future, and it changed her life forever. Check it out.
It didn't start with astrology. It was very interesting. I was at a point in my life very desperate, and that's how it starts usually. That's what the shift begins. So when very desperate, I was very desperate. It was a very hard time for me. I really had no place to live. Finally found rented an apartment. Had to work many hours, 11 hours every day, and was exhausted. There was almost like no meaning for me in life. I was so tired, and then I had to part with my beloved boyfriend, so it was very challenging for me. I remember that day so well. I was in subway, I just couldn't hold my tears. Even in public, usually I'm pretty good with that, but it was so difficult. And then when I get out of the subway, I remember meeting this lady. So she was with a sign, tarot reading, I can read your palm, I will never stop by those people at that time. I will never think of anything big. But I was so desperate. I said, like, what's the big deal? I'm gonna stop by. I'm gonna talk. I really need help. And so I started talking to her. She looked at my palm, and what she told me, I could not believe it. It transformed me into a completely new person. And I can tell you, up to these days, her prophecies came true. Everything.
For more, watch the full episode, which will be aired on Monday. Or you can find this story on our podcast, Awaken Your Purpose. To find your passion and purpose, join us at holomovement.net/purpose.